In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at low approach to this 3-4 point. We're going to take a look at defensive moves first, because any pincering, it gets really complicated. So let's take a look at defensive moves first. The easiest way to settle is to kick first. White's going to need to extend, and black jumps. And when white plays this 3-space extension, black plays away. This is the easiest way to settle this part of the board. But what if, when white extends, black pincers like this? And this is not a Joseki. Unless black has a really good potential over here, this is not a Joseki. The easiest way to defend it. There are a few ways of dealing with this situation, but the easiest one is to first threaten to cut over here. Of course, black is not going to let you, because this whole corner turns into white's corner. So from here, black is going to connect. From here, all you need to do is a 1-space jump. Next move, if black doesn't answer, you get to completely lock black inside over here. So black is going to need to play this attachment over here. And from here, instead of extending, that's too weak, you're going to hane. The proper response is black extends, white connects, and black gets the sente, probably settle this stone or play somewhere else. But this result is not bad for white. White has a really good thickness over here, and this could turn into a really good moyo or influence over there too. But when you hane over here, someone playing this move, 90% of the chance he's going to cut you like this, because he clearly doesn't know what's going on over here. And this kind of aggressive person, whenever sees this kind of cross cut, he's going to cut you. So from here, all you gotta do is don't panic and atari this down. When black extends, white cuts the connection, and from here, if black ataris from this side, then obviously this is not a satisfying result for black. He is going to atari from here, white extend, and from here, black could crawl a lot of second lines to live, but then white is going to have a flawless wall over here. So this game, black is impossible to win actually. So if black crawls, then you can just keep pushing him. But the chances are he's going to ask, can I go back? I'm sorry, I was arrogant, so please let me live. If you are a savage, then you can say no and try to capture everything. When you play here, black is going to atari you first. When you connect, again, black doesn't really want to crawl second lines, so the best move is probably this. And you can first atari this one. When black connects, if black crawls and white gets this thickness, it's not good too. So black is going to connect, and you capture these 3 stones. This is also good for you. On top of that, this corner is still not alive. At any point, if black doesn't take care of this corner over here with this move, this corner is dead. I'm not going to show you how it's going to die, but it's probably going to die if you don't make any mistakes. You can try it out on yourself, on your own time. And let's take a look at another possible way of dealing with this situation. When black asks if he can go back, you can actually say yes. He's going to atari you and connect back. When you connect, if black tenukis from here, then this hane will capture these 3 stones over here. So black still needs to spend another move over here. Then you can atari and ladder this stone out. You have a better influence on this side, and this side is much thicker. So this result is also good for white. Now that we checked out the easiest and the most straightforward Joseki in this situation, let's take a look at this kosumi. This kosumi is saying, whatever you do over here, I'm going to play away. And even if you try to attack me, I'm still going to play away because this is one of the strongest shapes in this game. From here, if white settles first, then black can consider expanding toward this side first. If black thinks this side is not worth spending another stone, then black can completely play away. What if white plays this kind of moves? First of all, that's kind of an overplay. Black can try to pincer and live inside, but if black believes there are better moves than punishing this overplay, then black can tenuki again. What if white takes black space over here? Still, it's okay to play away. What if white tries to surround these stones? This one you have to answer. And if white tries to surround again, black can play away. If white takes space from this side, then black can come out. If white completely surrounds black stones, then all you need to do is find a couple of tiger's mouths and you'll be alive. From here, where would you play? The answer is this one. White is probably going to extend, and black can maybe make this exchange too, and black is alive. You see this kosumi defense, it allows you to play away 4 times in a row. This is a really important concept to know. When white settles, black plays away, and when white comes over here, you either pincer to apply pressure or completely play away. You don't come back and try to live inside this corner like this. This is not that big, the corner is leaking, this got stronger, and out of nowhere this overplay turned into a small influence over here. If you decided to play away, which is, as soon as you play this move, you are saying, I'm going to play away. I don't care what you do, I'm going to play away. So as soon as you decided to play away, you don't come back a move later to try to settle this group. If you really wanted to settle this group, then you would have done it in the first time. And this is a lot more points than whatever we saw earlier. So if you are going to play away, then keep playing away. You don't come back and settle. You don't come back and settle only after 1 tenuki. If you're going to play away, then you should be able to play away at least 2 times. If you don't have the confidence to play away at least 2 times, at least in this kind of situations, then don't play away in the first place. It's pretty much same with the small knights too, but the thing is, this shape has quite a lot of weaknesses. Especially this one can get really disgusting. So if you're playing this one, then when white settles, then you either want to keep growing that side by playing some moves like this, or just settle with this kosumi. If you think this kosumi gives you a headache, then kick in the first place and settle like this. Now let's take a look at how white should respond to this kosumi. First of all, it's also okay to play away as white. When black plays this move, white can play away. When black tries to apply even more pressure on this stone, and remember, you don't come back only after 1 tenuki. If you're going to tenuki, then keep tenuking. What if black actually captures this stone? That's not completely dead, but since you are already tenukiing, tenuki. If black just plays away from here, then at any point of the game you can attach over here and see what happens. You can treat it as a bonus question with extra credit in your test. there's a very high chance of black making weird mistakes. Even if that's not the case, you can try to work something over here to get some extra stones on the outside of these stones. If black really wants to capture this stone, then black needs to play this move, but look at the board situation. By sacrificing this one stone and giving black about 20-30 points over here, white got a lot more than whatever black got over here. So that's an option for white too. Although white could tenuki from here and get stones everywhere on the board, if you're a Q player, I don't really recommend that style of play because you probably don't have that kind of board control to keep the game going. So the easiest way to deal with it is two-space extension. You see pros and high down players playing this three-space extension, which I'm going to explain later. But your game, the outcome of your game won't change only because you lost 2 points over here. But the game could end here if you don't know how to deal with this invasion over here. So the easiest way to settle this stone is two-space extension, and black is probably going to tenuki or come back and kick you. And you have to extend. And from here, if you see this one, white with 2 stones over here should be able to make a 3-space extension, but white only made 2-space extension. So you may think, I lost 2 points over here, but it's not that bad actually, because black kind of still owes you another move over here. If black completely plays away from here, this move can become really disgusting for black. So black also needs to spend another move, and from here white could tenuki, or if black has a really good shape or whatever over here, then white could 2-space extension again to completely settle this group. If black only has 1 stone over here, you can first approach to see what's up. If black pincers you, then you take the corner, and black doesn't have a lot of space to expand over here, so that's definitely good for white. Black is going to answer you like this, and you could go into the corner. When black answers, you can get this side of the board like this. If you're worried that when you play here, black is going to split you up, that's okay, because you are going to live inside this corner no matter what, and this is not going to get attacked too easily. But if you really don't want to deal with that, then you can simply pull back like this and you're all settled. It's same with the small knights too. When white 2-space extensions, black kicks. When white extends, if black completely plays away, not caring about this side of the board, this small knight's approach is extra disgusting for black. From here, black is probably going to kick you and make you a wall out of nowhere. If black still doesn't answer, then white can throw in a stone over here. If black cuts, white's going to cut off too. When black connects, white connects back. And you see this corner's life and death is very iffy, and these 2 stones are definitely in danger. So this is definitely good for white. That's why when white plays here, it's better for black to play something over here too, to prevent this disgusting approach. And from here again, if black has a lot of stones over here, then white can play another 2-space extension. If black has only 1 star point over here, you can approach him to see what's up. If black has this one, you can approach this one to see how he's gonna respond to this. When white 2-space extensions, there is also a chance of black playing this pincer. This is a directional mistake because if you remember one of the first videos, if you are going to apply pressure on white, then just pincer white. You don't let it settle and then apply pressure. So this is a directional mistake. The result is not going to be great for black from here. When white gets pincered, white can counter pincer black. And this is extra disgusting for black, so black is going to kick, extend, kick, extend. Now the black stone is settled, and you see this stone is very awkward because white stones are also very much settled, and white stones doesn't have to worry about life and death, but this stone is too close to a live white group. And out of nowhere, black also offered white a wall over here too. So this result is not good for black. If black doesn't want white to have a wall over here, then black can simply extend down. Then, with extra move, white can play here. Let me show you in a full sequence. White approaches, black small knights, white 2 space extensions, black pincers, white pincers, black kicks, white extends, and black secures this corner over here and make sure he's alive, and white can jump, and this stone is a lot more awkward than before. When black plays kosumi like this, white doesn't have any choice but to expand back or play away. But when black plays small knights like this, if the ladder is good for white, then white could attach over here. The best case scenario for white is for black to block first, white harness, black pulls back, and white, since white has these extra stones over here, white can very comfortably make this 3 space extension. When white harness like this, black is probably going to play this move, Atari. From here, white you don't connect. Because you connect, black pulls back. Even if white gets this 3 space extension really comfortably, this side is leaking because of this stone. And black got extra points over here too. This is not acceptable as white. You Atari him back. When black captures this stone, you Atari again. Since it's the early game, there are no code threats, black has to connect. White connects too. If black crawls on the second line, then you simply let him crawl on the second line. But if black cuts over here, white is going to hane. If black even cuts off this connection, then white is going to Atari first, black runs, and you push, and now you have 2 ladders over here. First ladder is this one, and second ladder is this one. If black saves this stone, then you can ladder this 2 stones over here, like this, and black runs, white Ataris again, and black runs, and white Ataris again, and we have a ladder over here. If black captures this stone, you can simply capture these 2 stones. As soon as you play here, there is a chance of black realizing, oh, I have a ladder. Then black is going to Atari this one. You can Atari first. When black connects, expand and capture this stone. From time to time, we also see this 2 space extension. And this one you gotta be a bit careful, because when you 2 space extension too, he is going to kick you first. When you extend, then if black has some stones over here, black is going to apply pressure on these 2 stones. This is actually not that bad, but there is a way to punish black for playing this 2 space extension. First, white is going to peep over here. When black connects, attach over here. When black harness back, you form a tiger's mouth. When black connects, you can comfortably expand over here. This is the ideal picture for white. And this is also probably the most proper response for both players. But when white peeps, black can get greedy and get another kick over here. Because in the earlier picture, we saw white gets to get some of this. So black, being greedy, can kick you. If white extends, then black can pull back. And if white extends now, it's still not bad for white, but these two exchanges, it's definitely good for black. So when black kicks white like this, white needs to punish black's greed. If white just cuts through, then black is going to hane over this stone too, and white owes another move over here too. This result, if you look at it, black captured one white stone and white more or less captured this one black stone. But the difference is black kept the corner, the full corner. This result is not acceptable. So when black kicks over here, white's proper move is to throw in a stone over here. If black connects, then white can cut through over here. If black ataris this stone, instead of connecting, white can atari back. When black extends, white secures this cutting point, and with the next move, white is going to save this stone, and these two stones are going to be in danger. So black needs to take this stone too, and white captures this stone, and this is the end of the Joseki. This is also kind of good for white. If you're afraid of black moving out this stone, then you can also hane to apply even more pressure on this stone. If black runs, you can keep pushing to stack your influence like this. And at any point, you can even approach here to apply even more pressure on these stones. When white ataris over here, what if black immediately takes this white stone? Then white's going to atari this stone. When black connects, white connects, black got completely locked inside the corner. Even if black wants to take this stone, black still doesn't get to come out. If white has a lot of good potential over here, white can even sneak in this tiger's mouth to solidify this potential over here. And this result is terrible, terrible for black. When white plays here, what if black immediately ataris? Then first, white is going to connect back. And from here, if black connects this one, white is going to capture this stone, and black still needs to save this stone. White can either expand or play away. From here, if black captures this stone, then it's even worse. White is going to atari from another side, and black takes this stone. This side is gone, and this stone is pretty much dead too. This result is also terrible for black. When black takes this stone, if you're confident with your readings, then you could play this extension over here. But if you don't want to deal with any headaches, just atari. It's gonna be fine. It's only a few points, which is not going to change the outcome of the game. Whenever black kicks you over here, then you can confidently play this move and win the game. If you are black, try not to play two-space extension like this unless you have a very specific reason to do so. If you don't have a specific reason, then just settle with this kosumi or small knights, or simply do this Joseki like this. And when white hanes, there's a chance of black atarying. Again, you don't want to connect. You atari him back. He's going to take this stone and you atari this stone. Since it's early in the game, there's no code threat. There's no code threat, so black is going to connect. From here, white connects, white secures this cutting point with the tiger's mouth over here. Then black is going to atari here. White connects. If black wants, he can atari again. It's not really necessary. You can use it as a code threat later, but if you want, you can do that. And from here, black is going to capture this stone, and white plays over here. This is also a Joseki, and the result is kind of acceptable for both players. When white plays here, there's another possibility, which is black ataring this stone. White, of course, is going to connect. Now black has two cutting points. If black secures this cutting point, then all of a sudden, the corner is white's corner. So black probably wants to secure this cutting point. From here, white is going to atari this stone and ladder this stone. And if you see this result, black got completely locked inside a corner. This stone is now in danger, and white group over here got extremely strong. This result is not acceptable for black. When black ataris you from this side, if you have a stone or two over here like this, then instead of simply ending the Joseki over here and you taking this side, you could also extend this stone. If black blocks from this side, white goes out, black cannot hane, so white can keep pushing out and these three black stones are going to turn into a floating group. If black blocks from this side, you can first atari this stone and capture this stone. If black comes out, then you can just keep laddering over there. Black, other than this kick over here, black has another way to try to get greedy, which is this attachment over here. If white simply hanes, black extends, and white pushes into the corner, black blocks, and white extends. This result, I won't say it's great for black, it's okay for both players, but the thing is black doesn't deserve this picture. You need to punish black for playing this attachment. When black attaches here, you can wedge over here. If black ataris from top, then you can connect. Black is going to need to connect something over here, and you can take the corner. And black doesn't have a lot of points, and black's corner turned into white's corner. This is not good for black. So from here, slightly better option for black is to atari from here. But remember this shape. If black ataris this stone, then white can atari back and take that side. If black connects, white can capture this stone. Before we get to the summary part, let's take a look at this 3-space extension. White can 3-space the extension when black kosumis, and white can also 3-space the extension when black plays this small knights. It's the same. Again, when white plays this 3-space the extension, black does not immediately invade or apply pressure like this. Playing this kind of defensive move means black is going to at least play away once, and at most, play away infinity amount of times. Black plays a move over here only if rest of the sides of the board is filled, and black's move is this invasion. And white playing over here, attachment on top, is not going to get white any good result. So white needs to attach over here on the bottom. From here, black is going to hane from outside. Black doesn't hane from this side. Let me show the proper responses from both players first. White is going to cut. Black ataris. White ataris. Black extends. White pushes, trying to connect this stone back. Of course, black is going to say no. Then white is going to atari these 3 black stones, capture this stone, and when white extends, this is sente. If black plays away or even plays this kind of move, then white can first atari when black connects. These 7 stones are going to die like this. So when white extends, black needs to answer, and white asks, can I save these 3 stones? Black is going to say nope. And white blocks here. It's also a sente. Black needs another move over here. And white extends. This is end of the Joseki. At the end, black gets a lot of territory over here and white gets a really great influence, a wall over this side. When white attaches over here, why does black want to hane from outside, not from here? Because the result black gets from haneing from this side is going to be not anything better than this one. Let's put it that way. If anything, it's going to be worse. So let me show you one of the simplest variation. White is going to cut, black ataris, white ataris, black connects, white connects. If black pushes in, white can, even if white gets really soft and plays something like this, if black extends, because white doesn't have to worry about this cutting point anymore, so white can keep extending in. So black, if wants to secure this corner, needs to spend another move like this. White can even get this atari. And this way, white has a better influence and black got a lot less points over here. If white has a stone over here, then when black comes in, white can choose to attach over here and fight this stone. Black is going to hane, white extends, and now black has to run. From here, white can attach over here to see if white can live. If black hanes, then white can form a double tiger's mouth. Black has a double atari over here, so black needs to secure that. And as soon as white extends, this group is more or less alive. And since white has a stone over here, from here black can start to run, but white is going to get this move in. When black extends, white can settle this stone first, and black has to keep running. If black pushes, then white can extend, black pushes again, white extend again, and black can run. This is also a possibility. When white attaches over here, if black doesn't want white to live, then black can play over here. White ataris, black connects, white can form a bamboo joint over here. If white gets to leak in, white gets to live, so black takes the corner and white connects these two groups together. And this black stone also has to run. Remember, you only attach and try to fight this stone only if you have your own stone over here. If your opponent's stone over here, let me show you what's going to happen. You attach, black hanes, white extends, black tries to escape, and when white attaches over here, black is going to let white live. White double tiger's mouth, connect, when white lives. Now this stone is extremely lonely in black's area. The easiest way to attack this one is to push a couple times and secure the corner, also apply pressure on these three stones. Now they have to run, and this is going to be a painful run for white. To sum it up, when white approaches low, the easiest way to deal with it is to just kick, extend, one space jump to settle. This way you get about 10-15 points on the corner and white gets some influence outside. If you're playing black, you never want to pincer because white playing anything over here, it's going to be good for white. If black plays a kosumi like this, then as white, the safest response would be two space extension. Black could kick, white extend, and black needs another move over here to avoid disgusting approach over here. And white can, if black has a lot of stones over here, white can two space extension. If black only has one stone, then white can approach and ask, what are you gonna do about it? It's the same with the small knights too. If white wants to be safe, then white can play this 2-space extension. If black kicks, white's going to extend and black needs another move over here. And again, white can either 2-space extension or approach the corner like this. When black 2-space extensions like this, if the latter is good for white, then white can choose to attach over here. When black harness, white is going to extend. If black pulls back, white can happily make a 3-space extension. If black ataris like this, then white can atari back. Black captures this stone and white ataris back. Since it's very early in the game, there are no code threats, black is going to have to connect back up. From here, white is going to connect this cutting point. If black gets passive and crawl on the second line, then just let him crawl. But if black cuts, white can hane. If black cuts this one, white can atari first. When black extends, white extend, and black is going to choose which 2 stones are going to die. When white hanes, if somehow black realized there's going to be a ladder and this is not good for him, then black is going to atari. White can atari this one first. When black connects, expand. If black plays a 2-space extension, white should peep first, and the proper response from now on would be this one. And black connects and white expands. Something over here. When white forms a tiger's mouth over here, what if black ataris this stone? Remember, you're never going to connect. You atari him back. Black captures this stone, white ataris. Again, since it's early game, no codes. Black connects, white secures this cutting point. Black ataris, white connects. Black captures this stone, and white plays a 3-space extension here. When white peeps, what if black kicks? As long as white plays here, black is not going to get any good result. Same with the attachment over here. As soon as white wedges over here, black is never going to get any good result. When black plays a small knight or kosumi over here, if white plays this 3-space extension and black invades, the proper response would be attachment from bottom. And black doesn't hane from here, hanes from the outside. White cuts, black ataris, white ataris again, black connects, white tries to connect this stone back, black is going to say no. White ataris, black captures this stone and white extends. When black connects, white's going to ask, can I? No. And white can make another turn. This is also a sente. Black needs another move. And black gets the points and white gets the influence. This is a Joseki. If white has a stone on this side, then when black invades, white can choose to fight this stone over here. When black hanes, white's going to extend. Black runs, white attaches. Black haneing over here means white is going to live. Black haneing over here means white is going to connect back. Let's see this one first. White forms a double tiger's mouth. Black secures that double atari. White extends. And black needs to run. If black latches over here, then white can atari. When black connects, white forms a bamboo joint. And black ataris this stone. White connects back. And black needs to start running. If black has a stone over here, white doesn't choose this Joseki at all. When black invades, white is going to simply attach from bottom. I said it a lot earlier in the video, but you really don't have to play this 3-space extension. You could just play this 2-space extension and be as safe as possible throughout the game, and the chances are your opponent is going to make more severe mistake than yours sooner than you, so you can use that mistake to win the game.